First, let me just take a moment to recognize my colleagues who are with us today. First, we have someone who's spoken a great deal on this issue in a very, I believe, appropriate and thoughtful way recently in response to the two tragedies in our district. Councilmember Jessica Lappin, Councilmember Jimmy Back out in the Bronx, Councilmember Roy Comrie of Queens, Councilmember Melissa Martin-Grito of Manhattan in the Bronx, Councilmember Tish James of Brooklyn, Councilmember Cynthia Felder of Brooklyn, someone who's done a tremendous amount of work on construction safety over the past 2.5 years, the chair of our Housing and Buildings Committee, Eric DeLon, Councilmember Lou Fidler of Brooklyn, and I don't think I've forgotten anybody. Let me start off by thanking the mayor, Deputy Mayor Schuyler, and the acting building commissioner, Commissioner Lamondre, for all of their work on this package of legislation. Their staffs, my staff, have been working very hard for quite some time now in developing this package of legislation, and that's why today I believe we really have a comprehensive package of legislation that will go a great distance to improving safety in our city as it relates to the construction industry. And I hope today what we do is sending a powerful message to New Yorkers, a message that says, yes, building and development will continue in the city of New York, but we will not ever sacrifice safety of New Yorkers in our effort to keep our city growing. So I stand up here today with my colleagues and with the mayor with a great hope that the package we are talking about today, the package which we will pass into law soon, is something that will be a major step forward to make sure that job sites and buildings in the city of New York are as safe as they possibly can be. You know, over the past year, we in the City Council have been working on these types of issues. We've held a number of public hearings throughout the city, multiple hearings chaired by our Buildings Committee on this issue, and that really, I think, is a large part of what has resulted in today's legislation. I just want to highlight one particular piece of legislation, a bill that is being introduced by Councilmember Lappin, a bill that relates to crane regulations, some of which the mayor has mentioned, but I think it bears noting again. We'll now, once this law goes into effect, have increased training requirements for all workers who relate to cranes and rigging. That is a major step forward. There'll also be a requirement that there are safety meetings and coordinations prior to any time there is a jump or erecting of a crane on a site. And as the mayor said, there will be very tight and new standards, and in some cases prohibitions, of when nylon straps can be used. Some of these steps are obviously in response to things that happen, but others are also, I believe, forward-looking to prevent other accidents from occurring. Today's set of reforms are not the first from the City Council, the Mayor, or the Department of Buildings as it relates to construction safety. They will not be the last. This is an issue where one has to be constantly vigilant, constantly aware of new developments that are occurring, and always reviewing what we can do, because there is nothing more important than making sure that working in the city of New York is a safe endeavor for all who are involved in it. And I just again want to thank my colleagues, in particular Council Members DeLon and Lappin, for their work, and the mayor, the acting buildings commissioner, and our deputy mayor, Ed Schuyler.